Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of SkyFactory One. I've been kind of busy. You guys watched me build up the villager breeder, so I have got that all finished, and it is working out in villagers. I discovered finally that storage drawers were in this pack, so I've got some storage drawers over here for my mob drops from my mob grinder, which you can see I've also upgraded with the iron spikes in a XP tank, so now I don't have to stand here and swing my sword. The only downside is that those don't count as player kills, so the drops are a little different. But we can upgrade them in a bit to the mob mashers that do count as player kills. But anyway, I have the villager breeder all set up and ready and going, and you can see I've got 4 villagers in here right now. I took out the other beds, and I'm just trying to keep it limited to 4 villagers, because if you have 5, then they will start spawning iron golems, and I don't want iron golems spawning all over the place. My place over here is actually within range of the iron golems spawning, so they'll spawn all over my stuff over here, and it's very annoying, and then I have to spleef them. So what have I done with the villagers? Well, I've set up the villager trading hall over here. See, I've gotten started at it. I've got a cleric here, so I can do some, get rid of all that rotten flesh. A couple librarians for some enchanted books, armorer to get some actual diamond armor now, and a weaponsmith to get some weapons and tools and stuff. He doesn't actually have the greatest trades, but it's fine. Fletcher, so mostly so I can give him the sticks and to get emeralds. You actually need to get zombified a few more times to get your trades down, but I have also done that. So if we look at the librarian over here, we can see 1 emerald for mending, 5 emeralds for sharpness 4. So, pretty good. You have not been zombified yet, and I think you haven't been. All the rest of them have. The limiting factor here is my gold. I don't have the gold for the golden apples. But if we go down here, there's the zombie. So each one of the villagers is standing on a sticky piston, which has a slab on top of it, and you can see the zombie right back there. So if I come over here and flip one of these levers, it drops them down and puts them within range for the zombie to eventually come over and zombify. It tends to take him a while to do that, though. So I've got the mob farm turned off because I've been trying to get slime. I've been trying to build a slime farm, so I turned that off to see if maybe that was why the slimes weren't spawning, but I don't know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. On over here, I have gotten my sugarcane farm automated with the observers over top and the pistons. This is a pretty standard design. You see it all over the place, different places, different people do it. Basically the same. Pretty simple, and it just gets the water stream, and then the sugarcane ends up here in the chest. And then we've got the cactus farm all going, and again, that gets pushed in the water stream and into the chest. These are upgraded with the iron hoppers, which actually work, unlike the wooden ones, don't like to pick up items out of the world. And all of this iron that I've been getting is coming from the iron farm. So this is a really cool design. And it's very easy to build early on. You really just need 2 villagers, and then you can get this all set up and throw a bunch of food in there, and they'll kind of sort themselves out. I did have a villager escape after I built it, which is why one of them is a desert villager. Because I actually took all 5 villagers out of the breeder and brought them over here and put them in, and then one of them escaped because I had this little platform here was too close to that bed. So he was able to actually, when he woke up, he popped out here and went wandering off. There, they're going to bed now. Yeah, you can see like this guy right here. When he woke up, he was standing here and was able to get out. So, but now they can't. Now they're stuck in there. So the 5 villagers will stand there and gossip, which will eventually spawn an iron golem up into the chamber up here. He gets killed by a lava blade, and his drops end up in the chest right here. And yeah, you can see it's been running for a while. I've gotten quite a few. And then when we need iron, we come over here and get it. All right, my lumber storage basically has gotten upgraded to storage drawers so I can have quite a bit more tucked away. I've also begun setting up for plastic production. So I've got the latex right here. I've got to work on the rest of that to build the whole latex farm, as it were. Turns out acacia wood is actually the best wood for getting latex out of in this pack. So, all right. Yeah, you probably wondering about this. No, I have not been to the end. We have not yet been to the end. You can make end stone with lava and glowstone. And then you crush end stone and you sieve it. And it gives you chorus fruit. The fruit, the stuff, the chorus fruit. I think it gives you it gives you the fruit and the flowers. So I planted a couple of them just because I could. But the real reason why I did that is so that I could get my hands on this. The Antigravity Ring, which lets you do this. Makes it a lot easier to get around. You know, I can actually show you the top part here of the iron farm. So you can see the iron golem will spawn in that water there, and then he'll get pushed into where the lava source is. And in fact, if we wait long enough, he'll probably get spawned. But I'll put a link to this to the tutorial that I followed in the description. Yeah, so that was the point of that. I've also gotten a turn this off. Boop. I have also gotten built a little pool over here. I needed ink from the squid. I know one of the challenges is to build a squid farm. This is not a squid farm. This is just a pool. I don't actually know how you would build a squid farm because like we've got fish in here, we've got dolphins in here, just all kinds of stuff that spawns in these. So I don't know how you would just get squid. It'll be something I'll have to look up at some point. I have also gotten some bees. This guy keeps freaking me out because every time I look over here and I see him, I keep thinking there's a creeper in here. But yeah, they're just running away, making some honey. I've got a automatic system set up here, so the comparator reads the honey level of the beehive, and when it hits 5, which is full, it fires the dispenser, which we gotta check them every once in a while because the honey bottles will sometimes end up back in the dispenser, and we want them to go down there. So we have to come over here periodically and clean them out and reset the bottles. As you can tell, I've been collecting honey for a little while now. I've been wanting to get refined storage up and running, but in order to get refined storage, you need to have a good supply of slime. And while I can make slime, it's bone meal in witch water. You get 1 block each time you do that, so it's kind of expensive to build or to make, and takes a while. So I was like, all right, well let me just get a slime farm going, because that's usually a good thing to do early on, and you can just set it up and then you can let it run. And then once we got a good supply of slime, we can, start getting refined storage set up. I can't get slimes to spawn. I cannot get slimes to spawn. That right there is a slime chunk, according to Slime Finder tool. You go to a website, you punch in your seed, and it tells you where the slime chunks are. Well, my slime chunks are that one and this one, among a bunch of others. They won't spawn. Slime should be spawning up here. Or no, actually they shouldn't be spawning up here, but if I hit with this, you can see that slimes are valid spawns right here. Which, I mean, they're not going to spawn because we're at Y65. But if we go down here, I made this a little bubble. Because I kept having to go up and down, so this is just easier. If I go down here, this is a slime chunk, and this is Y2. So slime should be able to spawn down here. Except when I do this, not valid spawns. There. Okay, so maybe I'm down too far. So I go up here to this one. This is Y12. Still no valid spawns. What? I can't figure this out. There should be slime spawning right here. And if I go over here, take this out, and I click on this block right here, valid spawn. But this is directly underneath there, and I've built a platform here as well. No slimes. Nothing spawns. The only thing that I can think that's going on here, and I can't find any information about it on the internet, but the only thing I can figure out here is that there is a spawn, there's a mod that is affecting spawns. And it's causing, for this pack, it's causing your spawns to be more likely to occur at Y65 with a virtually zero chance of spawning down here. And the idea with that is it makes it so that it's more efficient to just build your farms up where the rest of your base is, rather than having to come all the way down here to get the maximum spawn rate. It's why my mob farm up there runs, drops mobs just so rapidly, because it's back up there where it's more likely to choose places to spawn. But I think what's going on is because slimes don't spawn above Y40, and this mod forces or prevents things from spawning below, Y40. I think it's stopping slimes from spawning. There you can see the iron farm is running. It's funny. But yeah, I think this mod is actually preventing slimes from spawning. So I have no idea what to do about that at all, because I need slime, and I can't just sit and make it. Like, you can just do this to get slime. Boop. There's a slime block. But to get into refined storage, see, I've already got some in there even. Refined storage uses a lot of slime. Like, where Applied Energistics uses the Certus crystals, refined storage uses slime. So you're going to go through slime like crazy. And if I can't get it, if I can't get a slime farm going, I'm not going to have enough slime to be able to build refined storage. Alright, so I have updated my game to the latest version of SkyFactory One. As of this recording, there's a few changes that were made, but it does not seem like slime spawning was one of them. So we're gonna work on a few other things. What we are gonna work on right now is we're gonna work on getting this plastic going. So we're going to make a latex processing unit. So we need to make, I need to go get some iron is what I need to do. So we can use mystical agriculture to make an iron seed. That's faster. Yeah, I don't have iron. Like, it's like the same with gold. Like, we can use mystical agriculture to get gold, but it takes forever to get the 8 essence. I actually got it now. It takes forever to get the 8 essence, and then you only get 4 ingots. That is a slow gold farm. And yeah, I know you can use... You can put growth accelerators underneath it and speed it up. But, one, growth accelerators cause an enormous amount of lag. Because crop growing in Minecraft is very inefficient. Just grab a stack of this. Crop growing in Minecraft is extremely inefficient. Because every time your crop goes from one stage to another, the game redraws the entire chunk. So for normal crops, it's not really a big deal. But when you're starting to run crops, you know, rapidly, it can be a huge pain because it's going to keep redrawing the chunks every time. There we go. Latex processing unit. Just put this guy. This is going to need power, is the only thing. This is just here to remind me to find a place to put it. So this is a forester. This will actually plant and harvest trees for you automatically. I think it's a challenge too. No, automate a farm with a gatherer and sower is the one. Yeah, I think once we get the plastic up and running, I'm gonna try changing my slime farm or my slime farm. I'm gonna try changing my mob farm to see if maybe slimes will spawn up in there. Okay, well, then we should be able to just leave this alone, and it'll just steadily make plastic. All right, so now that plastic is being generated, we need to work on a few other things. Ultimately, my goal is to get a gold farm up and running. Because if I get a gold farm up and running, then I will have gold to be able to take care of my villagers, to be able to zombify and cure the villagers. But I need gold. And unfortunately, these seeds are not cutting it. Okay, so the reason why I'm collecting dirt is because I want to build a village. And I want to build like a proper village where it's just going to be a big area. I'm going to put a bunch of houses into it, have like a church and a blacksmiths and some businesses like that. We'll put some tool stations around it. And then I'm just going to put a couple villagers over there. My initial idea is I'm just going to send 2 villagers over there. I'll make sure one of them is a farmer. And then I'm going to put beds everywhere, and I'm just going to let them fill the village up on their own. Because I think that'll be kind of cool. The problem, though, is that it's got to be at least, I think it's 32 blocks away from that. It's got to be at least 32 blocks away from that, or any iron golems that spawn in the village will mess with my iron farm. That was a big reason why I'm keeping only 4 villagers in the breeder, and was trying to, was slabbing and buttoning everything over here, because when iron golems would spawn over here, it would actually stop them from spawning in the farm. So I need to go at least 32 blocks away from this, so that the iron farm keeps going. I'm going to need a good supply of dirt in order to be able to get enough space. I'm having trouble talking. Get enough space to be able to actually build the village out that I want. So I've been collecting dirt. How much of this stuff is still floating? Just the latex processing unit, but it kind of needs to be floating. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. So there's a plastic. Yeah, so we'll just leave that. We'll just come over here when we need plastic. Hopefully not too much. But that's that. Okay. Yeah. So I want to build a village. That's why I've been collecting dirt. I still need slime. So I think the thing that we're going to do now is we're going to... I don't really want to say fix the mob farm, because the mob farm isn't broken. It just doesn't work the way that I want it to. It works fine. It actually works too well. In fact, I even did one of these guys. So this is a remote lever. I bound it to the lever up there on the top that'll turn the lights on and off. So if I click it, lights are off up there now. And if we wait a little bit, sometimes, yep, there we go. So now we're going to start getting mobs dropping down here again. The thing is that if I change the mob farm, I'm gonna have to like completely. I guess I really don't. I can leave the blocks out there. We just have to wait for everything that spawned to die. I can leave what's there up there already. So here, let me go up here and I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, see, mobs spawn like crazy. That didn't work. Yeah, so you can kind of see, like, it's kind of crazy up in here. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I have this, I can just do that. Yeah, so you can kind of see, like, it gets kind of crazy in here. And the fact that everything is stuck right now is because there's usually spiders. There's usually spiders in the drop area, and the spiders don't fall. They're very annoying like that. Yeah, you can kind of see what's going on there. There's a bunch of spiders in there that are stopping everything from going down. Causes all kinds of problems, and it's the biggest reason why this farm isn't as efficient as it could be. It's the spiders. And I've tried different things with like trapdoors and things to try to keep the spiders from being able to climb back up, and they just don't work. So I would just try to build it so that the spiders just can't spawn. But I need spiders. You know, I need the string. Alright, so that's about where we're going to call things for today. I'm going to work on changing the mob farm over, and I'm probably going to change it over to using just being a box. And let me see here if the mob masher is in this. If the mob masher is in this, we can just use... Oh yeah, mob crusher. Advanced machine frame. Ooh. Oh god, it uses netherite scrap? Okay, well we're not building that then. I do not have a good source of netherite scrap. Like you can get it from sieving netherrack, but it is like a 0 chance. So I have 2 netherite scrap so far, and I have sieved stacks upon stacks of netherrack. And I have like 1 cobalt. Yeah, so it looks like we're probably going to end up doing is having to build a laser drill to actually get some ancient debris. Because as we saw, there's nothing in the nether, so there's not going to be any ancient debris down there. Which means then that we're going to be using this guy, which is expensive, but isn't really that bad. I do need to get some more diamonds, and I'm probably going to end up doing is using mystical agriculture to get diamonds. I just need the supremium essence, which I might actually have. I have 1. Yeah, so I'm gonna need some more of that. So yeah, that's probably what we'll do. I might just turn the mob farm back on because that they actually drop a lot of essence. But that's what we'll do then, I think, is we're going to convert to the mob masher, and we're going to use the mob fans, because these things are cheap and easy, and a lot easier to make than these things, which use slime, which, like I said, is problematic for me to get right now, because I can't get the slime. I can't get slimes to spawn. This would help for getting slimes, except that there's no way to get mob eggs. You know, it like mob egg, but I've already searched for mob and there's no eggs. But yeah, so that's going to be what I will work on between this episode and the next will be upgrading the mob farm. We'll figure out something to do with that. I'll have to figure out something to do with the drops as well. Probably just run an item cable from there to here. Maybe I'll play with the pipes, item cables, and see how they work. If they work if they work well or not. Yeah, we'll get the item, we'll get the mob farm adjusted. I'll try and see if maybe I can change it, make it 3 high, throw some ender inhibitors up there, and maybe we'll get slimes spawning. Otherwise, the other option is to come on over here. On this while I was building up other things. Right around here somewhere. Yeah. So there's a swamp biome right here. I might be able to build... I might just do that, actually. Oh, I thought my pickles had spread. There's a swamp biome right here. And slimes will spawn in a swamp biome, or they're supposed to. So I might just build a platform here and see if I can get slimes to spawn over here in this swamp biome. But yeah, that'll be my projects then between this episode and the next one. I'm still gonna collect I'm gonna collect dirt. So I might start working on the village in between episodes as well. At least get it mapped out and planned where I want to put it and all of that. Maybe I'll start working out what buildings go where and all that good stuff. Because I can always just do slabs like I've done here, and then just slowly replace the slabs with dirt as I get the dirt to fill it up. Because I do want to put mobs, or I do want to put grass in over there, and I think yes. So Megatorch is in this. I saw a dread lamp, so I was like, that means that we can probably make a Megatorch. So we can make a Megatorch. We're just going to need a lot of gold. So again, going to need to get the gold farm up and running. Build a village. We can put a Megatorch at the center of it. That should stop. I'll have to look and see what the actual radius is for the Megatorch. I think it's 32 blocks, but I could be wrong. If it's 32, that'll be perfect, because that's about the size that I want to make the village. But if it's smaller than that, we can just use multiples. Like it's fine. We'll just need to get the iron farm, or the gold farm, up and running. In order to get the gold farm, we need to build a magma cube farm, because we can make magma blocks, but they're kind of pricey and they take a while to make. If we can just get a magma cream farm, then we can just make them nice and easy. We also got to work more on our tasks. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do a squid ink farm. I've been trying to do a slime farm, but I cannot get the stupid things to spawn. I need to build a trophy room at some point. We're nowhere near transmitting power. I'm going to need some way to autocraft pink in order to worry about turning that into power. Same with power from 3 different fuels. We've already got one, so we've got combustible stuff going. Pink will be a second one, and then we'll just have to do something else for a third. I believe I can do this now, because I think the problem that I had before was plastic. Yeah, so the problem that I had before was plastic. Also gold, but mostly the plastic. So now that we've got the plastic going, I might just do this one in between episodes as well. Automate a sieve. I don't know that I need to automate a sieve, but we'll see about doing that. I'll need to get a turtle for something. Use a destructor to farm something. What is a destructor anyway? Destructor. Collects blocks and fluids from the world. It's a refined storage item. Okay, so that's going to take a little while. Oh, that's a annihilation plane. That's what that is. Destruction core. Yeah, it's an annihilation plane. Okay, but that's going to take a while because we need slime. Okay, so that's going to be a little while before we can do that. Pigment-based gold farm is what I was just talking about doing. Cobblestone in a black hole unit. You need plastic for that to be able to make the black hole units. 3 different types of experience farms. I don't know about, like, what? Well, that's going to happen on its own. Okay, yeah, so because we already made one. So that's one experience farm. And we make the magma cube farm. That'll be a second. and then we make the gold farm, and that'll be a third. So that'll take care of all the different experience farms. This one I could do, actually. We can mark that right now, because this right here is an automatically collected infinite lava farm. You know, so we've got the crucibles, and then there's a fluid cable right here that's pulling the lava out into the tank. It just doesn't. I can't get down from here. It just doesn't generate that much because the tank is small. That's another one that if I can upgrade this to a black hole tank, that'll that will actually be the infinite lava farm. But I'm going to go ahead and mark that one off because that's effectively what we need. We still need to figure out how to fly because this is not flight. We are walking. It is not flight. So we still need to figure out how to fly. The two ways that I've seen so far that we can fly are going to be either with an elytra or with supremium armor. We can put a flight core into that. Village large enough to spawn iron golems, as I'm collecting the dirt for. Collect spawner. Collect blaze spawners. Worry about that later. Dirt chest 9,000. The heck is a dirt chest 9,000? Dirt chest 9,000. It is a chest surrounded by dirt. Alright, well, let's just make that real quick and see what it looks like. Seriously? We put dirt in it. It's a chest with one slot that only holds dirt. I've seen some dumb shit in mods. That is by far the dumbest. Alright, well, that's been filled to maximum capacity. Listen to Pig Step. I can almost craft that. I have nether essence and I have gold essence. Blank records are easy enough to make. Or no, never mind. Skelly and creeper essence will be a trick there. And then netherite, I need netherite ingots to make. So, we might be able to find that. If we go explore that nether fortress that's right there, it might be there because it does say nether and bastion chest. Otherwise, we can probably look around and see if there is a bastion around. Wear a monocle, chain, and glass pane. Let me guess, does this go in here? No, it has to go there. It doesn't fit my face. That is a giant monocle that does not fit on my face. Okay, well, we wore a monocle. It was dumb. Take a cookie from a cookie jar. Cookie is... I don't think cookie jars are something that we can make. Yeah, cookie jars are not. So we have to figure out what a cookie jar is. I have to look into that one then, because I don't see a cookie jar anywhere. So that might be something else that we have to do. Length of your base with a tape measure. We'll worry about that in a little bit later. Still need to build a trophy room. And then we get into the tier 2 stuff. So I'm going to mostly worry about tier 1 right now. Because a lot of this, like automated bacon farm, I don't have any pigs. I actually haven't seen pigs spawn yet, so that's going to take a while. We don't have anything to do with refined storage yet. Infinite dark dimension I'm not necessarily ready for. Infinity construction one, I'm assuming, is going to be expensive. Yeah, it requires another star, so that's going to be a while. Fuck chance cubes. Hard containers from Silic. These things I remember being kind of expensive to build. Yeah, those are really expensive to make. Crystallized obsidian is, we can make that, but it's a pain in the ass. I don't have enough emeralds. I gotta work on my villager traders to be able to get more emeralds. I don't even have any of this to be able to make that. Yeah, so that's going to be a while. Unbreakable Tinker's Construct tool or weapon is going to be extremely difficult because Tinker's leveling is not in this. So, yeah. Kill Wither, kill the Ender Dragon, upgrade enchantment table. I haven't done anything with enchantment tables yet, like at all. These are all enchanted from books from the villager farm. Still don't have refined storage, entangle blocks, and then we've got more of that. So yeah, we've got a while yet before we can really make any more progress in this. But yeah, anyway, mob farm, village. Oops, broke the apples. Yeah, I've got apples here. You can make these by just taking 4 apples in a crafting grid like that. Doot, apple sprout. But anyway, figure out how to get slimes to spawn. Few other things like that we are going to work on between this episode and the next one. So until then, I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful time. Don't forget that I'm also streaming on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. You can check the Twitch schedule. It will show you the time in your time zones. While you're there, make sure that you hit the follow button on Twitch. Make sure that you subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. Hit that like button here on YouTube. Comment, let me know what I'm doing, what you like, what you don't like. If you have any suggestions for getting Slime Farm to work in SkyFactory One, let me know as well. I would actually really appreciate that. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. So long for now. Happy Minecrafting.